Hello, welcome to Beatbender Studio. I am the Beatbender, and today on DJ Tips, the hack, we're going to be talking about the work hazard of being a DJ. Play the intro. Welcome back as usual. Now, today on DJ Tips, the hack, like I said earlier, we'll be talking about the work hazard of being a DJ. A lot of people rush into so many professions, without even taking time out to understand what are the hazards of being in that particular line of duty or line of work. It is important that you know the hazards that come with your job that will help you to be able to prepare for whatever might be coming your way in terms of that particular line of work. There's a reason why the so-called professional workers go, offshore for a couple of days and then they come back. The same thing is applicable to those that dive. They go underneath the water for a couple of hours and then they come back up. The reason is because they understand how these things affect the body, the toll that it takes on your body when you are undergoing such rigorous task, or you are in an environment that is usually not meant or conducive for the human body. So you have to come back out, snap out of it, and basically just regain that particular strength that might have been lost, or even your sanity. Now, as a DJ, a lot of things that you don't know is the fact that there are some things that we do that we think, oh yeah, it's okay by us, but realistically, they take a toll on our body, and they can actually cause serious body damage. And it's not, most of them don't happen overnight. It's more like a gradual process. It builds up. Let me take for example, um, because your state of being, right, is actually your health. If you can hear clearly, you can mix better. If you can see clearly, for those that are like visually aided, you basically need to see your laptop or see your waveforms or see even the knobs and all those things you are turning, be able to see where all these instruments, you need to be able to see where they are. So all the buttons and the knobs, so that you can be able to manipulate properly. What good will it be if you can't see them? You have eye issue, or you can't see your laptop clearly, or let's say you can't even hear clearly. And these things, they do not happen overnight. They build up. So I don't know if you've heard about this term. Is it tinnitus? Yeah, tinnitus. Tinnitus is it is side effect of one of the side effects, right, of constantly being in a loud environment. And this is applicable to those club DJs, our so-called club DJs, right? Because they are in an enclosed environment, the sound is just repeatedly hitting on you. Like, and you do this, like some of you do it almost every day of the week, every night. You have to be there. It's your job, right? You have to be there every night, and the beat is just the bars and everything is just hitting you like every blessed day. After a while, you start hearing a continuous ringing in your ear that even when you're in a quiet place, it seems as if it's loud. And then you find yourself shouting for people to hear you, whereas they can actually hear you normally, but because you assume that, oh, the place nobody's hearing you, you start shouting, you know, basically. So you need to understand that there are some health hazard. Also, if you are the type that stares at the computer for a very long time, yeah, we do your practice in front of the computer. You do like that, and that takes hours. You do your training and all that sometimes. So some of you that are still like learning, you do your training in front of the computer. It takes a long hour. Also, some of you that how do I put it? You do you okay? You also want to arrange your music and listen to your music. You arrange your crates and all that, your playlist. You do that in front of the computer, and it takes hours. Now, every time you stand or sit in front of the computer, the rays that comes out of that computer that goes straight into your eyes, not good for you. Trust me, um, these are not fake. These are not recommended; they are recommended, and this actually is one of the side effects of having to stand or sit in front of the laptop for a very long time. Okay, now an exposure when I'm not by the DJ set, I am actually a software developer. Yes, so you can imagine how many hours I will spend in front of the laptop, and now I have to use a photochromic glass to lens to make sure I prevent the rays from coming into my eyes. So you need to ensure that you take proper measures to prevent you from being victim of these our work hazards. Okay, now if you happen to be a club DJ, there's this device that is being sold. It's more like an earplug. You can actually put that into your ears first, then put your headphone. That will reduce the amount of the sound that is coming into your ears. They're actually not expensive. I see them online most of the time. So you can just pick one and always let it be with you anywhere you go. You can, if you put that into your ears and then you put your headphones on, it will eliminate most of those big sound, and you can hear from your headphone normally and nicely without any problem, and you will not have any side effect of the loud music and all that. Funny enough, even as I am being a DJ, I can't stand being in a club from like the night till the morning. I have to excuse myself. I didn't have. I'll just go out. Like, man, it's just too loud. And that is even when I'm not playing. I'm supposed to go there to just have fun. But then I know that even this music is too loud for a normal human ear. So why would you want to risk it and just go and expose yourself to that on a daily basis without using your earplugs? So you need to have an earplugs to make sure you prevent yourself from having defective hearing or tinnitus or anything of such. Also, you need to ensure you get a photochromic lens. It might not be recommended, yes. Get a normal photochromic lens just to prevent the ray of light from the glare that's coming from your laptop constantly, entering into your eyes. These things, like I said earlier, they are not short-term effects. It's a long-term. After like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you realize that some things are started, they are changing on your body system, and you're wondering why, what is happening. Another thing you need to be aware of is the fact that you are not supposed to be standing just on one spot for too long. Even I myself, anytime any chance I get to stand up, I take it. But the bottom line is the fact that you're not supposed to just stand up like that and send all the weights to your legs. No, move around, dance, shake your body when you're at an event. It's like a form of exercise. It also helps you. Don't just stand there like that on one spot and send all the weight to your legs and then start, having side effect on your ankle or your knees and all that. You need to learn to work out when you are working as a DJ. It will help you a lot. You get. So also, I will advise that you try to use a headphone that is very, very comfortable. I notice some DJs, they are unable. They will tell you straight up that the headphone is basically just messing them up in their ears. See, don't let anybody deceive you. That an headphone is expensive does not necessarily mean the headphone it has to be awesome. Do you get? No, that's really not the case. And you also need to try and get DJ headphones. They are quite different from like virtually every other headphones that you have out there. There are some headphones that you're not supposed to actually use for long, or like you're not supposed to put in your head for long and all that, because they start paining you here. Now, I will advise you to go for headphones that have memory foams. Those ones you can put it in your just over your ear, and you forget the headphone there. See, I think when I was starting out, I bought a Sony headphone for about like $150, and I can assure you, I use it less. It was supposed to be my primary headphones, right? But I couldn't even use it as often as I've been using the OneOdio that I bought for a third of that, in fact less than $50. Yes, that was supposed to be the backup should anything happen to the studio, to the Sony. But I found myself using the OneOdio. I think it's right over here. This is the OneOdio. I found myself using the OneOdio more than I would the Sony. The reason is because of the memory foam. This memory foam is very, very comfortable. I put it over my head, and then I just you can forget it there. You leave it there, and then you will not feel a single pain and all that your entire usage. So that's the reason why you are advised to make sure you get a good headphone that will sit over your ear and will not hurt your ear, no matter how, even if you are playing for 4 or 5 hours. I've taken the OneOdio to a club, to an event one day, and one of the outings, and the DJ actually used it. I will not lie to you. Right there, he asked me, "Where did you get it?" And I told him. And the following week, he had to get one. He said, "Man, I just love that. I just love the feel of that headphone." So when people are clamoring for maybe the Dre and this and that, we're not saying they are not good. And the funny thing is, the sound quality is also awesome. Don't go for any headphone that the sound quality is poor. You are also going to affect your hearing. All these things have adverse side effects. So the sound quality is awesome, and also the memory foam. I might have to just put a link down on this on the comment section for you, where you can actually get the OneOdio. But at the same time, the bottom line is just make sure you use a very good headphone if you're going to be playing for long. so that you don't get to hurt your ears. Basically, what it does is it cuts off the flow of blood to your ears, and that can ache for hours after that. And that'll be all for now. Kindly share your view in the comment section. And if you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that will notify you whenever something new is out. See you in the next one.